just that good.
Oh, really? You're supposed to keep them off of me, guys. I'm your sniper, for Pete's sake.
That's the last of them.
Good. You guys really need to work on your protection detail. If I was a client, you would have just got them killed. Yeah, now that I think of it, I really do need to play the Hitman series. Of course, I also have the... How did you... How did you... Where did you come from? So I got the Fallout series or the Far Cry series to play. I hear it's a very good series.
You may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
You got him.
Come out and play! We've got trouble! Get him!
That's gotta hurt.
Oh, that was interesting.
That's the last of them.
Well, if I was to sell all this stuff, I'm about to make one hell of a killing. In fact, I just might. Critical damage, take that. 2 seconds. Yeah. Why not? Bypass stun. I got money, why not? Here's the body and helmet's rating against shock damage. Huh. Okay, crunch. So there's crunch, bunch, and soda. Hmm. Bathroom's looking pretty eerie.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me. Face the intercom.
Do I have to? Can I just shoot my way in?
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the broker. You're here, and you're armed, aren't you? The feed's gone grainy, but it looks like you're packing deadly force. I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already, they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently. Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, I trade in secrets, valuable ones for my vocation. I'm sure you can come up with something you might like to ask me about in person once I'm safe.
Still not botched. Good. Hmm. Might as well take what I want. Bar. The new environmental control terminals are now installed and running upstairs. Congratulations. You've messaged corporate about it. You get to manage it. Consider this your official notice to hide its access key card deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, preferably within the archives or in one of the station's other popular sections. Because I'm sure as hell will not allow our station facilities scores to plummet due to the pointless safety feature. Don't even think about it. Testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed, and if you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from the room faster than the station's last performance review. Val. Okay. Nice to know.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Hmm.
Go.
One down.
No!
That's the last of them.
Hmm. Seemed easy to me. Doo-doo. Talking about all the goodies. Administrative controls are online. Issues detected with the automatic controls are in HQ. All sensors currently indicate standard level range regarding temperature and chemical composition through the station. Fire suppression system will remove all oxygen from the chamber. Please ensure that all personnel have safety evacuation priors. Activating the fire suppression system siphons all energy out. That worked. Controls, time submitted. All right. Good. Everybody is dead. Break time. We're all going to. Weather warning, regional server alert, next 72 hours. Okay, so this is from. Okay. As I stated in my prior 4 messages, there is simply no cause to a 4 alarm. I swear to you, Hiram, the situation is under control. What you call a near emergency, I would consider a non-event. Yes, a high energy transmission was used for too lengthy of a period of time, and yes, the generators cannot safely support that activity. Yes, and yes, they could have been damaged under load, but the point remains nothing happened. We caught the issue in time. The engineers involved were reprimanded. I swear on my mom's grave, it will not happen again. Now please cease contacting me for daily updates on the status of the generators. Thank you. Break time. Break time. Ooh, gotta love that. Break time. What in the black hole were you thinking, Val? At some point, space efficiency becomes the inverse to time efficiency, and one negates the other. What I mean is how am I to do my morning business when the toilets are directly facing the open showers? You might like watching fellows scrub their jigglies while you take a steaming dump, but I don't. Sincerely, thanks for the peep show. Not really. That was sarcasm, Theodore. On the contrary, Theo, not only is it a speedily efficient design, but it is also encourages simultaneously users to hurry their business. Don't like, don't look, or speed it up and move on. After all, the faster you're back to your station, the happier we all will be. Warmest regards, Val. Postscript, you take too many bathroom breaks and you know it. Ah. In other words, you're taking too long in the bathroom, so we move the toilet around. So if you don't like the peep show, then move it along. Okay, I believe this is where we came from. Yep, that's the elevator. That's finished. So, what are we having for lunch today?
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on it.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I do admire a man of ingenuity.
And out of the goodness of my heart.
Oh no, my business is in trade. Not owing others the burden of a favor. This ought to square our debt.
2,000.
One hefty payment
Nice.
for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why you ventured here at all. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
Continue our conversation from the intercom now.
If you insist. As I was telling you before, I am the premier broker for all of Monarch. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
You said that in a way that was almost believable.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time.
Why is that?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Luckily, however, the Iconoclasts have now gone silent. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Maybe.
If you did, then you would have had my impressed gratitude. Still, we need to get MSI off the airwaves. I will leave the means to that particular end under your discretion. The bandwidth! There's too much blasted background noise. Nothing gets through but their local broadcasts. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Sanjar and MSI to stop transmitting on their end. My former partner, Sanjar, transmits from his office in MSI's headquarters in the center of town. Don't let him try to fool you. While his messages might seem like gibberish, they are in reality coded business orders to off-world companies. I understand why he needs the bandwidth, but we had a deal and he's broadcasting ceaselessly.
Excuse me.
Graham and his iconoclasts believe anarchy is the way of life. Sanjar opposes it, as he's taking strides to corporatize Stellar Bay. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it in exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will. There are so many members. Do specify. If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status. Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Are you though?
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know? Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights. I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1 once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night. Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago. You mean between MSI the Iconoclasts and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
Really how it works. But then when the good employees go somewhere else, they end up quitting. Have to stay behind while the other corporates left.
Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, not much, admittedly. Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a raptidon of another color. I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
Interesting.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information. What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you seemingly regard my trade. I may have a secret for you, for the right exchange. How low? Be a doll and shoot any marauders you spot on the way down.
Laws did. Okay. Interesting. News terminal, and now a message from our sponsors. Tired of itchy acid burns. Try Auntie Cleo's Arsenal Brock. I guess the stuff that he sends. Transmission. Okay. Stellar Bay's broadcast codes are gibberish. Okay. Again, broadcasting. Maybe you should be nicer, Val. Broadcast, don't even try to pretend you're unaware that all broadcasting is currently locked down. Please return to a million about the break room. Excuse me. Personal fire. Dare I say the future is looking bright. Indeed, I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast room. Sandro and Graham are living up to their promises and have not interfered with initial broadcasts. The deal is holding, and I believe I can make a life here. I had a near miss the other day. Nearly ended up with broadcasts or the board on my tail. They will mark that trail firmly in the failure category. Or we will mark that trial firmly. One must experiment, however, to ascertain the best methods. I have found thus far that the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmission involves duplicating regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information gathering associates now know to filter out the sound of the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data, and the board's authorities are none the wiser. Playing Hazard has now been so thrilling nor high stakes. Pox it all, the Embellic children, in their hatred for each other, Sanjor and Graham have oversaturated my key bands. They're take down each other all right, and me right along with them. I should have never invited them to play, but what to do about it now? What to do indeed.
You're an artist, Captain.
Where's this gonna put me? Oh, up on top. Interesting. Ah. Oh, then we can get down from there. Okay. Uh, Where does this go? Where does this go? Oh, that's the sealed room. That is no longer sealed. Because this one's for the downstairs. Okay.
Only good marauder is a dead or dying one.
All's quiet
Slick
again.
work in there.
Thanks for the easy payday stream.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, so that was the station. So now we need to come. This is what? Hmm. Should go this way. Which I think we already were.
Done. We are victorious.
I shot him in the wiener. Couldn't handle it. This robot's doing a headstand. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Hmm. Huh, 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 huh. Got it. Little momentum. Give me all of your goodies. All of your goodies. Someone left the ledger with a list of names, likely numbers of the unit that used this outpost. Some names like the Labbit and a Delilah are on the top of the list. Some names are crossed off, only to be added later, as if that person left and rejoined. A particular note is that the name Ash is nowhere to be found. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. From Delilah. A. PJ says you bought tickets for all of us. You didn't have to do that. I owe you. I don't know that I'll ever be able to pay you back, but thank you. Don't mention it. I'm attaching cords to the waterfall camp. Grab your gear and meet us there by sun up. We're finally getting off this hellhole. So freedom, freedom, yo, freedom, yeah. Ooh, up. Evicted. Rats. Okay, across the bridge we go.
On your back, Captain.
Overcumbered. Not overcumbered. See. Then vendor prices go down. Or you're affected by harmful critical effect. You deal increased damage. Armor rating bonus, skill bonuses from any armor you're wearing. I already had that one. Huh.
Great work. Quietly now.
I'm gonna try a different way.
Oh. I'm glad I didn't because the smell here is 100%
Watch out, Captain.
Oh. No, no, no. Run away.
Unexpected. Beginning security patrol.
Oh, this is that factory she wanted me to take out. Got it. So I need medical 25. No, medical 55. 48. So what do I have that can increase my medical? A helmet. Any clothes? So I need tech. Alright, doing that. Yeah, tech is already 5 plus. Shoot, dialogue. Thought I had medical clothes. Stealth. Hmm. Do. Personality. Body attributes. For the mind attributes. There we go. Food supply status, comprehensive natural assessment indicates the current administration of slop is toxic. Inventory logs 000. Does that make this complete? Recover from the dead sprite. Nope, that's not what it's looking for. Maybe was what I was looking for. Going tomorrow. People. Looks like there's mercenaries packed up in a flood to a nearby waterfall. If they're there, the keepsake box is likely with them. CMP factory and get him out of Sublight Way. Alternatively, search the factory for a way to sabotage. Suggest investigating the Crisp Pig's food supply, the canning machine, or the financial records. Let's see what adds to sneak. Stealth skills. tech skills and that's considered done. There we go. We did it. Now, let's go around, back up here, through there, and into this town. 'Cause that's what we need for... Where's it? This. Yep. You guys have fun with those pigs.
Woo! Nice work!
Interesting. Boom. Uh-oh.
It did not look this steep from a distance.
We ought to camp out here tonight, you know? Make a little fire, sing songs.
Yep. Came from that direction. Mm-hmm. Do.